We'll get it going. I wanna see where this now is, bro. I'm trying to connect, disconnect, whatever on the. How come I can't see it? I want to see it. What can I see it? There we go. That was a good one on camera. But how you doing? I'm good though. You have a good day today? I'm talking to you. These people are gonna come join. I need to give a few minutes for some people to join. What's up, guys? Hope you're all good. Give me like we're gonna give 1-2 minutes. See, let some people come, and then we'll get there. Why would I add myself to it? Hey, you all right though, man? Chilling, Nicholas. How come you don't need this? I guess you know. Nah, I don't mind, man. I don't really mind that much. It's all good. Oh no, wait. Why would I have this? We're celebrating Celtics, by the way, and we'll give that a few minutes and see where we go. But hey, Fabiano. Hey, how's it going, Fabiano? How are you, Fabrizio? I don't know why I keep making mistakes with this name, but everyone's name. How you doing, Fabrizio? You good, bro? Hope everything's good, my G. Seeing all right, seeing how you guys are. I was just giving like a minute or two to kind of start off the class, but I think we see a bunch of people here, so let's kind of get going, guys. How are y'all doing today? Hope everyone is good out there. Welcome to another class with me, Teacher Mac. I'm at DC English. We'll talk about my institute afterwards, but first I want to talk to you guys a little bit about some English class. I hope you guys enjoy it. Today we're going to do adjectives and proverbs. So not so grammatical, but it's still pretty important. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's classes. Hey, Alejandro, how you doing, my G? You good, bro? It's good to see everyone there. Bahia, how y'all doing? All good. Just want to give one shout out to the Celtics. Game 1 tonight against Miami. Shout out. I know none of you care. But in case any of you are Miami fans, I just want you to know Celtics are going to win this one, baby. Okay? So, anyway, let's start off with today's subject, which is adjectives. Okay? Pretty simple, actually. A lot of you probably have learned about adjectives before in level 1 and level 2, but there's a couple of interesting things that I would like to talk about when it comes to this. So, the first thing is very simple. What do we use adjectives for? Basically, adjectives just describe for us a noun, okay? So, this is all the words that you know that helps describe any noun, a noun, person, place, or thing. Adjectives, of course, for all my Spanish and Portuguese students, please remember, before the verb, right? So if you have an adjective, for example, like rich, then you would have rich men, you know, like people in Dubai. Not me, but other rich men, okay? Or you have, for example, like my ex-girlfriend every day, we have hungry woman. So adjective comes first before the noun, and it helps describe the noun. It's actually pretty important, and even my upper level guys, trust me, stay to the end. I actually have some points I want to say about this, because adjectives are incredible to your language. It helps describe your nouns, which makes your language simpler and easier to understand. That's why it's so critical. So, the first one I want to talk about is adjectives that have ed and ing endings. Please be careful of this. Ed and ing, these are endings for adjectives. So it's different than for a verb. Of course, a verb, we know ing is the same as continuous, and ed is the same as past tense. But we're not doing that for adjectives. I'll give you one example of one that uses it. For example, like stress. You have stressed, and you have stressing. Okay? These would be two different ones. Ignore my handwriting. There's some good ones later. Okay? Now, what is the difference between ed and ing adjectives? Stress, stressing, bored, boring, tired, tiring, and so on. The first one is that ed is basically how you feel. Okay? So when you're describing yourself and your feelings, you should use an ed. So, for example, I am stressed. I am bored, I am tired, I am annoyed. All of these are basically saying, this is how I feel. Now, of course, you can obviously change to any person, but when you use ed, it means that's how the person feels. So if you say he is bored, then, or he is stressed, we understand the person is stressed, okay? Now, ing is different Because ing is how something makes you feel. Okay? So for example, if we looked at this one with stress, and the example I talked about today, my Boston Celtics. If I'm watching a game with the Celtics and they're losing, I could tell somebody, this game is stressing me. Okay? So in this case, when I say this game is stressing, then you can say this game is stressing, and stressing is how this thing, the game, is making me feel. So this game is stressing, and so it's stressing me. Okay? So this is ed and ing. Ed, how you feel, and ing, how something makes you feel. So let's look at some examples of this. First one here, you can see this game is boring me, and I am bored. Okay? First thing, always remember, guys, verb be, always before adjectives. Okay? Present tense, past tense, future tense, doesn't matter. Verb be, always before. But in this case, for example, I am bored. This is the person describing himself. You know, maybe someone who's in my class, not this class, I hope you enjoy this class, but maybe another class, it's 9 in the morning, just bored, man. So I am bored, okay? But in this case, for example, when you say, this game is boring me, like how I feel when I watch some of these 0-0 soccer games that you guys love. I don't know why you love these 0-0 90-minute soccer games. But in this case, you say, man, this game is boring me. Now, something to know here is after the adjective, you will always put who is feeling this way. So this game is boring me, this game is boring, for example, my dog, this game is boring my friends, this party is boring my friends. Anything you want to put, you can put after. If you put nothing, this game is boring, then this always means you for us. So if I say this game is boring, it always means I am. This game is boring me. Okay? So you can ignore with me, but other ones you can put after. Another example you can see here is, for example, this movie is exciting. Yesterday I watched the new Doctor Strange movie. No spoilers, don't worry. I won't tell you anything. I'll just say that the movie was pretty exciting. I'll have to be honest. So this movie is exciting. And of course, we are excited as a feeling. Okay? So that's ed and ing with adjectives. The next part that I want to go through is just shows you some more ed and ing. You can also look online, annoying, annoyed, confusing, confused, relaxing, relaxed, tiring, and tired. Again, the ing is always saying how something makes you feel. So he is annoying. This book is confusing. This music is relaxing. Or this game is tiring. And then the rest of this is just your feeling. I am annoyed, I am confused, I am tired, I am relaxed. Okay? Now, the next part I want to talk about with adjectives is extreme adjectives. These are all the adjectives that are kind of like a stronger version, you know, kind of progressing themselves. You know, students love to use the angry, sad, bad, big, good, these simple words, but you can go from angry to furious, so much angrier, or sad to or bad to terrible, awful, horrible. A lot of great ones you can get there. Big for massive, giant, gigantic, humongous. And then you have good with words like wonderful, fantastic, and excellent. So please, guys, remember to, especially my higher level students, remember to start expanding your adjectives. Don't just say, oh, it was good, it was big. It was humongous, it was massive, it was gigantic, it was terrible, awful. Any of these kinds of words that you get there, okay? So, the next part you can do with that is using adverbs to kind of increase onto your adjectives, okay? So, using words like with, angry, or mad, or big, or whatever you want to use, adding to those to kind of expand it. Now, one thing I want to tell you, for extreme adjectives like furious, depressed, terrible, it's very strong. So these words, because they are so strong, it's not good to use words like, for example, I sometimes hear students use things like really or very. It's not going to work in this situation. You can't say it's really furious or he's very terrible because it's already extreme. It's already very, very high. If you're saying he's not just bad, but he's terrible, then you're saying he's not just bad, you're terrible. So all the way to, I don't know, Hitler. And bad is just like, my dog not eating my food. So big difference. So using words like really or very, which shows difference, doesn't make as much sense. This is the time where you use words like completely, absolutely, totally. These words are also big, okay? And these ones you're using as adverbs. They come right before. So you can say completely, absolutely, and then you put the adjective right after. So it's completely furious or absolutely furious, okay? We're gonna talk about adverbs in a minute. I just wanna give you some other examples, guys. Some other ones you can use are these words here, like for example, sorry, I know this thing is small, so you have words like, ooh, that one. You have words like very, a little, a bit, rather, so he's rather big, a little big, a bit big, very big, extremely big. You can use different kinds of adverbs to describe adjectives. It's almost like expanding the adjective, okay? And with that, I want to just kind of focus, pretty and really are also ones there, but I want to really focus on adverbs with adjectives, or using them as adjectives to your adjectives. So this is very important, especially to my higher level students. So all my students who are, intermediate level 4 and above, and who are really trying to say, I want to expand my vocabulary. This is very important, okay? What you do is you add an adverb right in front of an adjective, and it makes your adjective more complex. So, for example, in this case, you have words like legitimately nice, stupidly written, legitimately, stupidly, crazily, wonderfully, created, said, written, nice. All of these expands your adjective to a whole new level, guys. So instead of just saying he's nice, you say, man, he's legitimately nice. And legitimate is like saying it's true. So he's legitimately nice. So it's not a lie. Or saying things like, this essay was stupidly written. So he didn't just write it, but he wrote it stupidly. Okay? And things like crazily said. So he said it, but he said it in a crazy way. Quietly said, loudly said, whisperingly said. You have many different options, but with the word said. For example, wonderfully created, sullenly created, crazily created, stupidly created, legitimately created. All of these really expands your adjectives, guys. I cannot stress enough to my students, please use adverbs more with your adjectives if you want to expand your vocabulary. And adverbs are simple to know because most adjectives you know are already adverbs, can be made into adverbs. You just need to add ly. So words like rich, richly, legitimate, legitimately, stupid, stupidly, crazy, crazily, wonderful, wonderfully, beautiful, beautifully. A lot of the adjectives that you already know, just add ly. It's an adverb. You put it in front of another adjective, and suddenly you have a much better way of explaining yourself with just 2 words. It's a big difference, guys, I promise you. Okay? Anyway, that pretty much covers anything for now. So if you guys like, please ask any questions you want about adjectives. If you just want to say hi, which country you're in, say what's up. I'll give you a what's up too. I'm going to give myself 2 minutes break, or 1 minute break, and then I want to talk about Proverbs. So let me know if there's any questions with that, guys. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get some, I want some water. That's in the other room. I left my water like an idiot. I'm so thirsty. But it's nice to have that too. Hopefully you guys are doing all right out there though. I just want to say hello to everyone and see what's going on with you. Hey, Gary, what's up, bro? Hope you're doing good out in Thailand, my G. One love, my G. One love, man. Just want to say hello to all you people. How you guys doing? Hope everyone's doing all right. I'm a little stressed with basketball. How you doing, Nicholas? You good, man? Yeah? You chilling, bro? Yeah. So it's getting, we have like a sandstorm outside. It's getting hotter and hotter, bro. I'm scared of the summer, man. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for summer today, bro. I'm really not ready for summer. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? What's up? How you doing? You all chilling? Yeah, I don't know if the high was for me to ready. I really checked. But I hope you guys are doing good. It's nice to see you. Hope everyone's doing all right and chilling out there. But yeah, I kind of want to give myself a minute, but I think we're ready to continue. So let's go on to Proverbs. Proverbs, very simply, are expressions in English, but they're expressions that we say as kind of advice. So it's more common as words that maybe, for example, your mom or grandmother would say, or something that is like as a culture, similar to an idiom, certain expressions and phrases is a lesson. And we call them Proverbs, okay? So I want to talk over, sorry, I lost my pen. I want to just talk about a couple of different proverbs that we use in English and their meanings, just so you guys know, in case you ever want to use that. Hey man, what's up, Deep? You good, bro? So let me see what we have here. So the first one is, my hands are tied. Okay, my hands are tied. In English, we like to say that whenever, we like to say that, let me just remove that away. Remember, we say this when we mean I can't do anything. So for example, maybe your friend says, hey man, maybe your friend wants to come with you on, I don't know, I don't know many examples of this, because to be honest, I can do anything. No, I'm just kidding. That's a Nike thing, right? I can do anything. But I can't do anything would be, for example, if someone says, hey, can you process my application? And your friend says, I can't help you, my hands are tied. Or, hey man, do you think you can come to dinner today? Ask permission from your boss. It's like, my boss says, no, I'm sorry, my hands are tied. I got work, he told me I can't do anything. So it's kind of like just saying, my hands are tied, I'm stuck. I have other schedules, I'm not allowed, this is just where my life is. But what we understand is my hands are tied, I wish I could do more, but I really can't. My hands are tied in this situation. You might also hear this as well from a manager in an airport. If you ever had a delayed flight, you're like, oh no, you say, oh no, my hands are tied. Sorry, man. I wish I could help you and book you on another flight or give you the refund, but my hands are tied, it's not allowed. Okay? Another one you can use there is, great minds think alike. Okay, this is me, Nicholas, right here, right? We got you, right? We got each other, right? So we like to use this with our friends, obviously, but you can use this in general. And when we say great minds think alike, we say we are both smart, but even it's more than just saying smart. It's like we're on the same connection. We got it, And so whenever you guys are thinking about ideas, oh, what if we do this? I was thinking great minds think alike. Okay, I was thinking the same thing as you. Yeah, we should do this. Oh, we should totally do this. All right. Great minds think alike. Okay? So that's one that you could use there to say you're smart. Another one I know, we got a fun Benjamin talk, which is money talks. I don't think this is a problem. This, of course, applies for us here in Dubai for sure. Because money talks, meaning money can be used to convince people. Money is convincing. So when we say, for example, money talks can happen like, man, I thought he wasn't going to leave the club to another club. It's like, well, money talks. You have the same thing when, Manchester City or Paris Saint-Germain. I know some football, don't worry. But when Manchester City or Paris Saint-Germain, they buy these players and say, why do they go to this team? It's like, oh, money talks. So that's another expression that you can use there. Only 2 words, very simple, okay? Another one I like is old habits die hard, all right? In this case, it just means that it's hard to stop things that you like, something that, for example, maybe if, I know that I always have this stupid habit of, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to go into some of my habits. I need to stop a lot of my habits, People who smoke say this a lot, old habits die hard. It doesn't really matter, but this is something that you might use in this. But what you're trying to say is, it's difficult for me to stop doing this because it's been my habit forever. So all habits die hard, This one also could be like, for example, if you woke up at the same time every day, and then you're like, I woke up at 6, sorry, all habits die hard. Okay? And then another one here is, I'm sure some of you might have heard this, but a picture is worth 1,000 words. Personally for me, not sure if I believe that. 1,000 words is a lot of words. Pretty sure I can say all this in less than 1,000 words, but hey, English sometimes can be pretty stupid. So all it is that a picture is easier to explain than words, which is true. I know, for example, my mom and dad, it's the same. If I tell them something, they don't understand. If I show them a picture, the whole thing makes sense. Some people are just bad at reading descriptions, especially the people who don't like reading books. So that's another one that we like to say is a picture is worth 1,000 words. And the last one, or at least I think it was the last one, it might not be, I think I was wrong. but you can't judge a book by its cover. You may know this one or something similar to it. They have a picture here. And when you're saying you can't judge a book by its cover, it's basically just don't prejudge something. Don't judge or assume before you know this person. Meet the person and then think to yourself, okay, so maybe for example, you think, let's go to Angola. And you think to yourself, I don't want to go to Angola. You're like, don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe you go and then you end up liking it. So that's one that we like to say. A lot of times, actually, you'll even say people just say like don't even say can't, but they'll just say don't. They'll say, don't judge a book, man. And we understand like the expression comes as don't judge a book by its cover. So you don't have to really say the full thing. And there is one last one, sorry, and that is fight fire with fire. Okay? And when we say fight fire with fire, pretty much is in the name, is threaten people with something similar. So if someone's coming at you aggressively, you fight fire with fire means that you will go also at them as well aggressively, fighting in the same way. Or if they're using a certain kind of weapon, you use the same kind of weapon. All right? I was actually looking this up online. I'm not joking, I swear on my life. I looked it up on Google, and apparently some idiots have been trying to test this out in science, like if you can really fight fire with fire. And I don't even know how that's a test. I want to know how they did that, to be honest. I don't know how do you test that? Like, is the one guy with a fire just hit another guy with fire? I don't really get it. But that's the idea. We say to fight fire with fire means to match the other opponent's aggression towards you. So this person's attacking you, you're fighting fire with fire. So they attack me this way, I attack the same way, or a similar way. Okay? If you guys know any others, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll give you guys a few minutes, or well, 1 minute to ask any questions. And then I will tell you a little bit about where I am teaching now and how you can come and take a class with me or any of our other wonderful teachers. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Oh, you know, what's up to the rest of them? How y'all doing? All good? Everyone's blessed, bro. It's nice to see the little turnout all doing good. How you doing? Chill, bro. I keep asking me how you doing. I'm just bored. I got nothing to say. It's because no one ever wants to talk to me. I'm just lonely. But it's